Hey, Your Black World family. Hey, BreakingBrown.com family. This is Yvette Carnell. I wanted to take a moment to just kind of gut an idea that I'm seeing passed around right now. The most prevalent article I saw about this was by Kelly Goff of The Root. And what I'm talking about is this idea that black people are voting for Hillary Clinton because we care about electability. This idea that black people aren't unsophisticated voters. You know, we voted for Hillary Clinton because we think she can get elected and we don't think Bernie Sanders can. And we've made this sort of conscious effort to sit back and really think about these things in a somber way. I think that's patently ridiculous. I really do. And we need to start speaking some uncomfortable truths about ourselves right now. The truth of the matter is, in terms of how I see it, and this doesn't apply to all black people, nothing applies to all black people, but the truth of the matter is, this is not what's happening. What's happened is that we are behaving like the Tea Party. We are behaving as unsophisticated voters who aren't voting in our best interest. Now, before you say, "Oh, Yvette, you're promoting Bernie Sanders, you're a Bernie Sanders person," I'm not pushing anybody. Whether you vote for Bernie Sanders, whether you vote for the Green Party, whether you stay home and take shots, I don't care. As long as you don't go out and vote for Hillary Clinton. That's my point. And I don't even want to just blame the black voter, because the establishment, the black establishment, from the Congressional Black Caucus to black celebrities, with the exception of Spike Lee, and Dr. Cornel West, have come out in droves in favor of Hillary Clinton to convince black people that what we saw and what we know about Hillary Clinton is untrue. I mean, let's be honest. You know, I saw something that broke my heart. I saw the mothers of people like Trayvon Martin, who've been slain either by, in Trayvon Martin's case, a white, George Zimmerman wasn't white, but a vigilante who has internalized white supremacy. You know, I saw his mother stumping for Hillary Clinton. I saw these mothers who have children who have been killed by police sitting behind Hillary Clinton at an event at a church. And there was an article in the Atlantic about how, it was amen and all that. And I'm saying, do people not realize that the militarization of police and this funding for police, that was Hillary Clinton's husband. Hillary Clinton was the person who called black youth who become criminals super predators. And she's calling your kids super predators. And here you are. She laid the groundwork. She provided the rhetorical framework for your kids to get locked up and viewed as thugs and monsters who end up in jail. That was Hillary Clinton and her husband who did that. She called them super predators. So the idea that now we are fighting for this woman, that we're coming out to vote. In Nevada, we were like 74% of black people voted for Hillary Clinton. Why? That's the question that I want to ask. Why are you voting for her? Like, what is wrong with you? Are you a disabled person? And are you mentally just not there? Like, do you not remember? This is the same woman who wouldn't even at the beginning of the campaign use the words Black Lives Matter. The only reason she's pushing this hard is because Bernie's pushing her. Bernie Sanders is pushing her, so she's have to go to a little bit to the left to get Negroes. And then we want to say, I remember Sean King said something to the effect of, well, black people should be offended that, we're called her firewall. And I agree. It is kind of offensive to be called the firewall of a woman whose husband, decimated, your community. But the truth is, it's looking like more and more, we kind of are her firewall. Glenn Ford came out with a video, a Black Agenda Report. He came out with a video basically saying that Hillary Clinton is going to get elected and it's going to be because of black people. And that's true. So think about what we're doing. We are going to go and elect someone who's one half of a political team that did more damage to the black community than any president in recent history, Democrat or Republican. We're going to go reelect that person because Hillary Clinton is one half of the political team that is Team Clinton. So let's not misunderstand that at all. Okay? And don't talk to me about electability when, as a friend of mine pointed out, Pascal Robert pointed out to me, we went out and voted for a man named Barack Obama. We went out and voted for a man who was half Kenyan and half Black American. Half Kenyan and half white American. We went out and voted for him. How was his electability? And don't tell me like some people do, okay, well, we only voted for him after he started winning. Well, Bernie Sanders won in New Hampshire by 20 points, which is like a record in primaries. But you didn't jump on the Sanders bandwagon. We are behaving like the Tea Party. We are behaving like people who are unsophisticated and don't understand our own best interests. This is how you get laughed at. This is how you get mocked. This is how you get made fun of. And I'm not saying anything about black respectability politics. I don't think you should care necessarily whether people are talking about you, but it's kind of painful when it's true. So my whole thing is don't do this. Don't do this whole thing where you kind of paint black people as people who are sitting back reading the pros and cons, reading National Journal and deciding who's more electable, especially since there are polls that show Bernie Sanders does better against Trump, in a general election. There are polls that show Bernie Sanders can actually defeat Trump. And let's not also forget that Hillary Clinton is under FBI investigation right now. Is that electable? What if they drop that bomb after she receives a nomination? How electable is she then? So I think the black pundits who are pushing this line really need to stop, because quite honestly, I think you're embarrassing yourselves. And you're embarrassing yourselves mostly at white media outlets. So there's that as well.